I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go. I don't. Nope. Greetings and welcome to another tantalizing tale of terror. This time we have brought to you the story of Descent to the SS Veilbreaker, and brought to us by Esiotek Games. This was themed and inspired by Iron Lung. It is available on Itch.io. I played that, and you can look at my channel and find out my experiences of that one. So, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Thalassophobia be damned. I know that's not deep water, so. Mr. Blackwood, 3 nights ago, the cargo SS Veilbreaker went down in flames off the coast of Scapa Flow. No survivors. The owning company claims it was an accident, mechanical failure, perhaps a lightning strike. But they're asking for full compensation, and that makes it our problem. You'll descend in the Abyssal Surveyor, locate the wreck, assess the damage, and determine what really happened. Look for signs of fire, breach points, anything that proves or disproves their story. You have limited oxygen and no backup. This isn't an expedition, it's an investigation. Get in, get the evidence, and get out. Find the truth and return. That's all we require. Alright, awesome.
Right. Let's get this underway. Your task is to descend to the Veilbreaker's remains and see if you can discern anything that might suggest this wasn't quite the mishap our underwriters seem so keen to accept. The submersible's operation is quite simple. At the rear, you'll find 3 gauges indicating oxygen, pressure, and electricity levels, from top to bottom. Should the electricity dip, the crank beside them will restore it with a few turns. Be mindful that the pressure will increase as you descend. Should the gauge enter the red zone, please pause your descent and allow it to stabilize. Your oxygen supply is sufficient for approximately 25 minutes, so please utilize your time effectively. The lever at the front controls vertical movement and speed, and there's an indicator next to it displaying your distance from the wreck. Now, please proceed and report back your findings promptly. Oh, and one final note. The pilot of the previous expedition apparently thought it prudent to open the rear door. Need I elaborate on the consequences? Please, for the sake of our company's finances and your continued employment, ensure that door remains firmly shut.
Okay. Thank you for the note. I'm guessing the previous pilot didn't really want to exist anymore and terminated their contract with life. Okay, oxygen, pressure, power, crank generator located beside the gauges. Turn by hand to recharge the battery when the power is low. Do not wait until empty. Tap the control lever, front helm. Left mouse click forward, descent. Right mouse click, pull back, ascend. Okay. How do I? Oh. Oh, I gotta crank it like that. I'm gonna miss all the fun stuff that goes by. I didn't realize my power was gonna run out so fast. And I was gonna run out of oxygen. This is not good. Do I have time to get back? Why am I descending so slow? It's not good. Seriously, they should invest in a maybe more efficient sub. What does this do? I don't open that. Alright. I guess they don't plan on me being down here very long, because they didn't give me a bathroom. Woo, woo. Oh, I died. Let's try that again. Alright, so it's actually prudent if I start the sub.
Ah, splendid. You're descending now, are you? Very good.
Yes.
Thumbing through the dossier here. Veilbreaker, Captain. The name does stir a memory. Seems our esteemed captain had something of a record, implicated in no fewer than half a dozen unfortunate incidents by the look of it. Now, I mean no disrespect to the departed, heaven forbid, but, well, the sea is oft a lonesome mistress, is she not? And sailors, God bless them, are known on occasion to seek certain comforts, if you catch my meaning.
Okie dokie. Oh, you ain't got nothing out of me, sir. I'm a straight shooter. Shooting straight. Just maybe slightly off to the side. Keep the ship powered. Don't let it run out. That'll be complete darkness down here, because I don't got no lights except for these two little things, which are interesting design. The heck? What is that? This thing is making a lot of noise. It's convenient that I'm right above the wreck, though, right? Stop going down. I hope there's nothing down there. This is the Earth's ocean. There's nothing terrifying about this ocean. I mean, other than the fact that it's really deep and really dark and things live down here we don't know about. Other than that, you know, what could possibly go wrong? I'm actually surprised I can see in front of me and around me. Probably just rocks. Just bumping into some rocks. Rock bumping. Bumping rocks. Fortunately, the pressure, I think the pressure isn't going to be a problem going. Nope.
Already? Lost power? Is a few turns of the crank truly so taxing?
I was keeping track of it!
I instruct you to monitor the gauges. This is not some idle underwater excursion. Focus on the task. Watch your instruments.
I was.
Spare us from any further amateur missteps.
I'm not an amateur. I'm a professional, provided you guys are paying me. This is rude. Oh, this is just a simulation. As long as I don't leave this thing. I mean, the depth is probably pretty intense. It's probably more intense than camping. Okay. Can't see nothing down there. I'm keeping the power on point. I wonder who built this. Why they made it so smart. Oh, well, I am a worker for an insurance company, so actually that kind of makes sense. Keeping the power. Power. Power wheels. Not a sponsor. All right, only 1,300 to go. Now, it's nice that they're maintaining contact with me, keeping me in the know. Chitty chatters, chatter chitties. What is that? How do I take photos? Am I they just basing everything is on my personal observations? I'm like, yes, we fully and completely trust our employee. I was like, oh, thanks, boss. Nope.
Again. We've lost power again.
Stop.
The
Okay, how can you monitor that? Can't you just see like a sudden and huge drop in my power? Like faster than normal? Like wouldn't you normally see that as being like an odd or peculiar? Something out of the ordinary? God, I wanna touch that so bad. Man, the power goes down, you know, relatively slow, but not super slow. Good thing there's no fires I have to worry about. Fire extinguisher. Nothing maintained, just the cranking. Crank. Call me Carl the Cranker, because I crank things. SS Veilbreaker. What veil did they break? Oh, I almost sank the ship right there. Make it a halfway to Nowhereville. Alright, pressure is equalized! Ooh, 900 to go! Alright, I'm almost there. Woo! The fuck? I don't like it. I don't like this anymore. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I gotta stop, I don't want to hit the power.
Instructions somehow escaped you. I was perfectly clear. The door was to remain untouched.
I am not touching it!
With the pressure as it stands, it cannot be properly secured. One truly does wonder about the standards of this organization. These costly missteps, entirely avoidable.
I'm not touching it! Nope. Nope. The fuck? Can I come back up and just quit? You can keep my severance, I don't care. I don't want to be here anymore. I wanna go. I don't. Nope. There was a face out there. Kind of remind me of what we imagine as Rasputin, unless that's what he actually looks like. Maybe he's just a Slavic historian. Okay. Oh god, why is it so far down? And it was 2,200 what? 2,200 meters, feet, inches.
Indicator suggests we're nearing the site. Now, as instructed, turn your attention to the left viewport. The Veilbreaker's remains should come into view shortly.
I don't see anything. Nope. 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 Well, that was Descent to the SS Veilbreaker. I guess it wasn't the descent and the ascent, so it was a one-way trip. Thank you for the snarky commentary through the speakers telling me what I already know! It'd be nice if they could see my actual gauges and see that they're just immediate and sudden loss of power, not like it was just, you know, gradual, and then loss. Yeah, that's corporate money for you. Anyway. Gameplay was actually pretty smooth. Just a lot of cranks and pulls and it's almost like a resource management with a little bit of funny dark humor. Thank you, individual who was telling me everything about how useless I am as an employee. Makes me wonder what was out there. Cause I hope you saw that base that was in the porthole? I don't know what that was. That wasn't a porthole. That was a stern hole? It was the front of the boat, submarine, whatever I was in. More like an iron coffin. But otherwise, you know, it was pretty easy to manage and follow with things. I'm just kind of too bad I didn't get to see a Veilbreaker. That would have been a little bit nice if they had implemented that into the stylization out there rather than just kind of implying and hoping I would see it. But I honestly didn't see anything when I looked out all the windows. So, that was unfortunate and sad that I died. I'm pretty sure that's what that sound was me drowning because I couldn't stop the wheel from turning around in the back. And I don't know what that other wheel was for, but I'm curious what it was for. But if you know what it was for, then go ahead and let me know in the comments because I don't know what it's for. I couldn't interact with it. Audio was, I like the fact that there was a little bit of a voice acting in there. I'm starting to see that a little maybe more common in games, and which is kind of nice, giving it a little bit of extra flair, throwing some audio in there, giving it a much more fleshed out environment and story instead of just the cranking of the motor or the engine or whatever it was that was causing me to descend. So that was actually a nice touch. I enjoyed it. Everything was pretty actually, all the audio and the ambiance was well suited for the experience. So I enjoyed it. Very well done. Currently, it is free on Itch.io if you want to check it out for yourself. Maybe find something I missed or didn't see. I like the story. It's very, very basic, very relatable into the whole idea of insurance adjustments and corporate investments and how much they're actually willing to spend on the right things. And a company like insurance companies, well, I've never had a positive, my current experiences with insurance companies have been, I guess you could say, neutral. They haven't been great, but they haven't been terrible. What was that face in the window? I don't know. I'm curious if you know what it was. Go ahead and tell me what it was before. But otherwise, it was just freaky and unsettling. As far as I can tell, that was the only visual instance of any sort of change from what was already in the experience. So I'm curious if there was other things that I missed. And if you played and you did see other things, go ahead and talk about it and let me know what I saw. Otherwise, I just saw a freaky face. If you enjoyed this short little horror experience and this tantalizing tale of terror, don't forget to subscribe and give a like if you like this particular experience. And don't forget to check out any of my other videos through my channel. And thank you to Esiotek Games for letting me know about this and asking me to check it out. So that's a nice find. Thank you. In the meantime, you have yourselves a nice everything. Bye.